a United States congressman, a man who looked you into the eye of CNN every single week, a man who was this close to becoming the next governor of California. He is accused by four different women of sexual assault. And I kid you not, in less than 24 hours, everything he built for 2 decades just collapsed like a house of cards in hurricane. His coach had quit. His donors vanished. His own party told him get out. The Manhattan DA opened a criminal investigation. And here's the kicker. This man still won't drop out. Real talk? What in the actual hell is going on here? Stay with me. Because this is uglier than anything you have seen in a long time. Why it matters? Listen here, this ain't just another DC scandal. This is about power, about a man that millions of Americans trusted. They voted for him, they donated to him. Young women moved across the country because they believed in what he stood for. And if these women are telling the truth, he used every single bit of the trust to do the worst thing imaginable. This is about your sister, your daughter, every young woman who ever went to work for someone they looked up to. That's why Americans need to hear this story right now, tonight. You know, the backstory is so let's back up. Who is Eric Swalwell? He is a Californian congressman, been in office since 2013, former prosecutor, former presidential candidate, the guy who sat on the House Intelligence Committee and made a whole career out of going after Donald Trump. He was golden boy of a California Democratic Party. And earlier this year, he launched his campaign for governor of California. He was the front runner. Now, here's where the real story begins. Back in 2019, a 21 years old woman got hired to work in his district office. She was fresh out of college. She believed in him hard. She said, and I quote, I just believed in what he had to offer so much. She packed up her life, moved to California, started working for the man she admired. And according to her, that's when it all went wrong. She told the San Francisco Chronicle that Swellwell started pursuing her. Just weeks after she was hired, her boss, her mentor, she says there were two separate nights. Nights of heavy drinking where she woke up and realized something had happened that she never agreed to. She says she sought medical testing afterward. Her friends confirmed she told them at the time. Her ex boyfriend confirmed her story. Medical records backed her up. And she stayed silent for years because she was scared, because she thought nobody would believe her. Rearrangement is built weight because here's where it gets really insane. She wasn't the only one. Three other women came forward to CNN. One says Swalwell kissed her without consent at a bar, and she woke up in the hotel room and with no idea how she got there. Two more women. He sent them unsolicited explicit photos on himself on Snapchat. The sitting United States congressman just firing off nude photos. The woman he barely knew online. Holy shit. And get this, one of Swalwell's own staffers quit the moment CNN called to ask questions, didn't wait, just gone. Here's the question I need you to sit with. Swalwell was a former prosecutor. He's literally spent his years putting criminals behind bars in Alameda County. He knows exactly how these investigations work. He knows what evidence looks like. He knows how collaboration works in a court of law. So here is what I need you to ask yourself. If these stories are completely made up like he says, why did he campaign co-chairs resign within hours? Why did he fundraising page stop taking donations? Why did the Manhattan DA open a criminal investigation the very next day? And here's the part that I will keep you tonight. The Manhattan DA said publicly they are encouraging other women who may have information to come forward. Other women, that means they think there are more. So Swalwell came out fighting, went on camera, posted a video. These allegations are flat false. He said, I will fight them with everything I have. His lawyer called it a political hit job, saying the allegations came quote on the evening of the election against the frontrunner. And look, legally he is innocent until proven guilty. That's America. That's how it works. But here's where the new mystery begins. His main accuser story wasn't just in an open one newspaper. It was corroborated by CNN, by her friends, by her ex, by medical records. So either the San Francisco Chronicle CNN, the Manhattan DA, the Alameda County DA, four separate women, multiple friends and witnesses are all lying. One powerful man has very serious problem. Here's the twist nobody talking about. Eric Swalwell didn't just lose his endorsements, he lost them for his own people. Representative Jimmy Gomez, his own campaign co-chair, said he cannot be in a good conscience, remain in a role. He called on Swalwell to leave the race. Representative Adam Gary, his other co-chair, did the exact same thing, called for him to suspend the campaign same day within hours. And then House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in the entire House, issued a statement calling for a swift investigation. He said, and I quote, all perpetrators of sexual assault and harassment must be held accountable. Not we stand with Eric. Not this is a political attack. Accountability. There isn't Republicans trying to take him down. There are his friends, his allies, all the people who are supposed to have his back, and they all walked away within 24 hours. That's ain't a political hit job. Why all? That's his own team telling you everything you need to know. No, I want you to stop for a second. Let's talk about her. This woman, who we're not naming, was 21 years old. She had just graduated college. She moved across the country because she believed in a cause she wanted to make a difference. She put her trust in the man who was her boss, and she says he took advantage of the trust in the worst possible way twice. She stayed silent for years, not because nothing happened, but because she was afraid. Afraid nobody would believe her, afraid of what it would be done to her life. She finally spoke because she found out she wasn't alone. I suffered a lot in silence. She told reporters, I had no desire to ever come after him, but he used my vulnerabilities and the fact that I looked up to him. Why all? She looked up to this man. She believed in him. And if what she was saying is true, he used every bit of the belief and weapon against her. That's not politics. That's not left or right. That's just wrong. Here's the thing nobody is connecting yet, and this is the part that all absolutely floor you. Before any of this broke publicly, Swalwell's campaign put out a primitive denial, unprompted out of nowhere, days before the story dropped. They said he had never engaged in inappropriate behavior. Why would you do that? If you had nothing to hide, you don't have a head of a story that doesn't exist. And then there is a Katie Potter angle. She also running for California Governor Swalwell's team in heating. The people connected to her campaign may have helped surface these allegations. CBS News confirmed Porter's campaign has at least an academic connection to one of the women involved. In this political warfare, in this a real assault case, could it be both? Because here's what true no matter what. The medical records are real, the text messages are real, the corroborating witnesses are real, and the Manhattan DA does not open criminal investigation over politics. So where does this campaign go from here? The Manhattan DA is investigating the New York incident from 2024. The Alameda County DA is reviewing the 2019 incident, two separate jurisdictions, two separate potential criminal cases. Swalwell is still, as of right now, refusing to drop out of the governor's race. California's primary is June 2nd. His own party has abandoned him. His donors are gone. 2 days they are circling. The four women are on the record. Here's what I will tell you. In American politics, career has survived scandals before. We have seen it happen. But for accusers, corroborated evidence, a criminal investigation, and your own allies running for the door, well, I will be damned. That's a whole different level. So here's what I need to tell you is, do you think Eric Swalwell is telling the truth, or do you think where there is thick, much smoke with this absolutely fire? Because four women came forward. Steam quit. Two DS opened investigations. His own party turned its back on him, and he's still saying it's all a lie. What do you think? Is really going on here? Drop it below. I read every single one. Subscribe the channel immediately for real and very emotional news. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching my video.